Feces, dumps, crap, turds, log, stool, bowel movements, doo-doo, excrement, whatever word you want to use. Bodily waste is the topic we talk about. It's the shittiest show on iTunes, the #1 show about #2. It's Poop Stories with Josh Jack, B. Lion, and Bill Miller.
Wait, you mean to tell me that this show is shittier than the Passive Aggressive Hour?
You're right. That is the #1 shitty show on iTunes.
Okay. Now we're talking
with
here.
With 3 turds hosting it.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, the good news is I haven't been bleeding out of my ass in a while. Good for me. I'm pretty sure the blood will come back. I don't know if it's a hemorrhoid or it's an intestinal thing. I hope it's not an intestinal thing. But here is something that I've been going through lately. So this happened, I think, this happened only on Friday night. I went out, and I'm out, out in the town, going to bars and such. And my stomach, it hurts, but not like I have to poo. I feel like at the bottom of my stomach or the side of my stomach, and it doesn't hurt really bad. It's like a pain, like a little tummy ache. And then I get the anal leakage. So it's like I'm slowly pooing myself, but not harshly, not like a lot's coming out. But, I put I carry a stack of baby wipes in a sandwich bag, like some sort of baby wipe drug dealer. And I keep it in my pocket. And I feel my underwear sticking to my ass. I take one out, give it a swipe. It's not a lot of brown in there, but enough, enough to go, whoa, And I did that 2 or 3 times during the night, and I go, it's pretty weird, And it's like, obviously I need to go to some doctor, but I think I have some sort of gas thing going on. I don't know if it's, IBM is where you shit a lot. I don't think I have irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, whatever. But I have some sort of anal leakage type of problem going on. So, yeah, it's not every day, but maybe it depends on what I eat. I don't know.
So does it just leak out and spill all over the place?
No, but it's just I can feel it. Like when I feel my underwear sticking to my asshole pipe, and I'm not trying to be dirty, by the way. This is just really what's going on. I know that there's a little leakage back there, and it's not wet, but I put a little baby wipe in there, and sometimes there's a little bit, sometimes there's more than I like, sometimes there's none. So maybe it's just sweat. I don't know, but it happens sometimes, and I don't know what to tell you. It's just eating the wrong things. I don't know.
I think maybe we should have a Poop Stories branded anal tampon or anal cork. Like a wine cork, but shaped like a poop emoji or something, and just shove it up your ass.
Yeah, so
that's about as good. That should have been on the marketing show.
Yes. We could always edit that.
By the way, those baby wipes, I think your baby wipes backed up my toilet. I've been doing the baby wipe method for a little bit now, and my toilet's just overflowing.
Okay, so it does say on the back of baby wipes you're not supposed
Don't flush your baby wipes.
It does say you're not supposed to flush them, but the thing is, I flush them. I have I wouldn't say a small toilet, but it's a toilet I'm not supposed to put them in. So what I do is what I try to do is what, Bill?
My toilet.
Yeah. What I try to do is
toilet.
Is that how I say it?
Yeah, you say I'm gonna flush the toilet.
Well, listen, I grew up around blacks, so that's how we would say it. I mean, what do you want from me, man?
I don't know. It's okay.
Leave me alone.
Say toilet again.
Toilet. So when I flush,
I don't even know how to say toilet anymore. I want to say it like that now.
All right.
The way I say it now, toilet.
All right, enough of you.
So
when I flush the toilet, what I try to do is I make sure there's not a lot of paper in there with the baby wipes. So are you flushing the wipes with the poo, or are you flushing the wipes by themselves?
No, with the poo.
Okay, so what you should do?
Give me any instructions.
Okay, so here's what you do is you should poo first, and of course you wipe with the paper, then flush, and then hopefully by then you're done wiping, or you might have to wipe 1 or 2 more times depending on how much excrete, so you have your hidey hole, and then start with the wipes, and then flush them. Now, if it looks like there's a lot of paper and wipes in there, then once again, what I do is I take a bucket of water, which I know sounds very ghetto, and I'll flush it in there. But if it's too much, you're going to have to use a plastic bag. But then it just feels gross, like to put all your poo in a plastic bag and to throw it out like a dog. But maybe you're better off just not using the wipes then if it's clogging your toilet. But baby wipes make my life easier. And if it's not working for you, then maybe you shouldn't do it then.
Well, I guess I could get flushable, baby. You know, pouring a bucket of water in your toilet sounds ghetto, but it doesn't sound as ghetto as toilet.
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 So you want me to put the baby wipes in a bag now?
No, I'm saying that I don't think you should use the baby wipes anymore because it doesn't seem like you really need to use them. You said that I don't think you ever complained to me. And if you want dried poo in your ass, and
here's the thing. Here's the thing with the toilet wipes. It's like the second to last wipe. You know, like you get like you're all clean, right? Now you get like that sanitary wet nap wipe, and then you put that wet nap into the little trash can. If you don't have a little trash can in your bathroom, then you're a fucking creep. What do you put your fucking trash in when you do your toiletry trash?
I have a little trash can, and I do throw wipes in there sometimes.
For your Q-tips, right?
What's that?
For Q-tips, right?
Yeah, for Q-tips, for empty toilet paper rolls, for whatever. So yeah, I have one of those.
Yeah, and, put your butt wipes in there.
Yeah, but only if I only put my butt wipes in there if they're not that shitty. You know what I mean? Like if they're full of shit, then of course I throw them in the toilet. If there's a little bit of shit,
should only be like there should only be like 3% of shit on there tops.
Yeah, if there's a little bit of shit on there, you know, it doesn't seem that bad, then I'll throw it in the trash. But if there's like definitely brown on there, you know, the color of the brown,
big brown spot,
then I'll just throw it in the toilet. But my toilet's like a small toilet. My sisters used to live down here, and you know, it rarely ever clogs. So how many baby wipes are you using now?
Your sisters fucking broke them in with those fucking bloody ass tampons.
I use about 3 or 4. But Billy, you said that it's gross to you're a creep if you don't have a trash can in your bathroom, right?
Yeah.
Now you're using too many baby wipes. I would say that you shouldn't be using more than 2. Now here's why. So you're supposed to like end it with the wipe. So what I do is I just wipe with the paper. And sometimes there's a lot in there, and if there's a lot, like I said, I may have to do 2 or 3 flushes, courtesy flushes. And then when the toilet paper, you know, we all look at the toilet paper because you got to know when you're done. We look at the toilet paper and there's not much brown in there or whatever color it is, green, blue, whatever the hell you're shitting. When that starts to go away, then you use the baby wipes. So I take a baby wipe, and once again, you know, I don't give myself a prostate exam, but I'm not afraid to do a little poke in there. I give a little, you know, and then I'll that same wipe, I'll fold it, and I'll wipe it a little bit more to throw it in, and then I'll take one last baby wipe, unless it's really those really messy ones where the poo explodes in your butt. You just wipe it all day. You might as well take a shower at that point. And then I'll do it one more time, and usually that's it. But 4, that's a lot. I mean, I think that you're using it too early. I think you got to use more toilet paper. But if it's clogging the toilet, you might have to get a little trash can like Bill Miller, and because you don't want to be a creep, and start throwing the wipes in there. But then your girlfriend might see your shitty wipes, and that's not sexy. So you might have to get a plastic.
No, she'll be like, "Oh, he got a clean asshole. I guess I'll suck his dick."
Yeah, I guess I'll give him a rib. I guess I'll give him a rib job tonight because he's clean back there. But yeah, so I think you use it
right.
So
I'm a good guy, but you'll never do that. I think that's unfair.
Yeah. Well, so I think you're using too many wipes, but I don't know. If you're done with the wipes, if you don't like them, I would say stop using them. But how did you feel when you used wipe? Did you feel?
Using wipes for every wipe.
Did you feel fresh back there?
I felt confident. I felt like I felt really good. I was like, wow, this is going way quicker than if I tried to do the dirty work of using a just regular toilet paper.
Yeah. So it feels like a little tug of the ass, not sexual, but it feels like you're getting a nice, the nice little tug of the ass. Like someone's like, "Oh, you got some poo in your ass? Here, I'll take care of that for you," and someone just licks your dirty butthole. You're like, "Whoa!" But not sexual once again. Not just like, "Oh, that feels good."
No,
every single wipe is used by a wet one.
No,
because I crave decadence. I only use wet ones when I wipe. I don't use toilet paper. Just wet ones.
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag decadence.
Yeah, like our listeners can spell that.
Yeah.
It's okay. I just speak it into my phone. I'm gonna have to write that down. I think that's clever for some reason.
What? Hashtag decadence?
No, that whole fucking spiel about only using wet ones instead of toilet paper.
Are you gonna try it on stage?
Might as well.
We should edit it out because we don't want that golden bit.
Nah, it's okay. It's all right.
We don't want it to be wasted like the paper down.
No, it's no waste. It's no waste. It'll probably sound different when it hits the stage by then anyway.
Well, would it be getting?
Now, Josh, I want to ask you a question.
But yeah. Yes.
How come when I used your bathroom in your basement, there was a post-it on the wall that said "Daddy's watching"?
Well, that's where my sisters left that there, and I just never took it down. You might have to get a little trash kit. So, have you guys ever got poo on your hands before from wiping?
Yes.
Bill?
And it's happened in a public restroom.
Bill, you ever get the
poo? Yeah, no big deal.
But it happened. Now, some people say it never happens. I don't believe them. Because what happens is...
Oh...
The reason...
Those people are just like ninjas.
They're liars. They're liars. They have a podcast show. They make up lies, But the reason why that happens is because sometimes you don't realize how much poo's in your butt, and then you don't put enough paper back there. You don't enough on your hands, and then you accidentally give it a little. You miss, and next thing you know, you got the stink finger, and you're like, oh, and then
And that smell never goes away, right? It's like ridiculous. You could clean every single inch of your finger, and yet it's like you just stuck your finger in a ripe ass.
What I do when that happens is I'll use hand sanitizer, and it will still smell like shit a little bit, except it just smells like there's alcohol in it. So then I'll start sucking my fingers and getting it in my mouth and everything, and then it's in my mouth, but no one's going to kiss me, and then I chew a piece of gum, and I got like a shit mint type thing in my mouth, but it's a little bit better, and at least my fingers got the poo off.
Do you think it's weird that people are attracted to girls' asses and yet shit comes out of them? Like, isn't that a weird kind of double-edged sword?
I mean, I get it, but it's like the whole licking the ass, whole eating ass thing. It's like, dude, you're going to get a sore throat. That's fucking weird.
You do it because you love somebody. Well, listen, I think it is weird. I mean, the whole thing, and but it's like I don't know. It's like I did a bitness in my act many years ago where I go. This kid asked me that in high school. He was like, "Would you ever eat a girl's ass?" Because we were watching this really sexy girl with a big ass, and I was like, "Ew, dude." I was like 17. I was like, "That's gross. That's where the shit comes out of." And then you start watching more porn, and then you start seeing so many girls' buttholes.
And they do it all the time.
You're like, of course I would eat a girl's asshole. What else would I do with her asshole? That's a nice fucking asshole. She's got a cute butthole, So
no, I'd help her poop with it.
So yeah, it is kind of weird, but but it's just like, you know what I find interesting? This isn't the sex podcast, but this is about poo, but we can add this in. Why not? That guys like girls with some guys like girls with huge tits. But when you think about it, big titties are like? It's just fat, right? It's like nice female meat, but it's pretty much like a nice kind of fat that's around their chest area. But those same guys don't like girls with big asses, but it's the same thing. Big butt cheeks, that's female, nice female fat.
And then that's where all the action is.
Yeah, and some guys are like, they like a really small butt, like almost no butt at all, but they want these giant fucking orbs, and it's kind of weird. I always found that interesting. But
hey man, that's where the fucking eyes are.
Yeah. So wait a minute.
You can work out your butt, but you can't work out your tits. So if you have a small butt,
till it's time to have sex.
We're talking about poo here, not sex. We already did that podcast. More sex talk.
I know, but poop always just slides into sex. It's a slippery slope, that poop. We were talking about poop and buttholes and ladies' butts and licking them.
Now, Bill, all the times you have had sex drunk, you ever bang a chick from behind and accidentally put it in her butthole, and then you pull it out and there's shit over the condom?
No. Every time I put a dick in a butt, it slid right in all one time.
Is it true that you can feel the girl's poopy?
And it just slid right in. I was like fucking her pussy, and then my dick fell, slipped out as it does sometimes, and I stuck it in her butt by accident, and it went floop right in, and she fucking loved it much more than she liked putting it in her pussy.
So Bill,
and I fucked her like that. She was on Xanax at the time. Her friends gave her Xanax at the mall, and she was losing her shit, falling all over the place. And they're like, "Oh, we'll have to drop her off over at her boyfriend's house."
Bill,
so,
wow.
Yeah.
Is it true you can feel the poopy balls when you fuck a girl in the ass?
What's poopy balls?
Like you can feel like poop, like it feels like you're just fucking poo, like there was balls of poo.
Oh no, I don't feel. There was no poop in her. Thank God.
She must have got a colonic or something. She was ready for it. Like porn stars do that when they do an anal scene. They'll get a colonic, so that way there's no shit on the guy's dick.
Yeah, I don't know. She had these really dense turds, and dude, she had these really dense monster turds too. That's probably why my dick would just slide right in her real easily.
Did you ever think about doing the oil rush, Bill?
What's that?
It's where a girl takes a bunch of laxatives so that when you fuck her, she just starts squirting out diarrhea, and you say, "I struck oil."
Yeah, that'd be great. Oh my God, that's so funny. You'd have to do that in a hotel.
Interesting.
Or like an Airbnb or something. But anyway, I'm fucking this girl in the ass, and I pull it out of her ass, and I put it back in her pussy, and I fucking feel her ass getting pushed back into place as I put my dick back in her pussy, and then after I fucked her in the ass and pussy, the very next day, she forgot everything. It's like, dude, I fucked you in the ass last night. It's like, no, you did. I'll never let you do that. That's so bad. It's like, and you loved it too. No, I don't like sex at all. But you know what? She's a butt lover, and she doesn't even know it. So that's like a tragedy. But anyway, that's butt and poop.
Wow.
I didn't know that.
Good.
I did not feel poop in her. No.
All right, so we went pretty deep on this one. Any other poop thoughts or anything?
We did.
Deep in the poo.
I just want to say, I think the poop emoji is a great symbol for being optimistic. I mean, he's a pile of shit, but he's still got a smile on his face.
That's right. It's like saying no shit or something.
Something.
Yep. All right.
That's all I got.
So this has been Poop Stories, another installment. Email tlndshow@outlook.com for any. If you want to share your poop story anonymously, I can't say that word. Anonymously, we won't read your name. Or remember, the word toilet. Remember how I say that. Feel free to make fun of me. I grew up in a ghetto neighborhood. That's how you just say it. Anyways, Josh Jack, B Line, and Bill Miller. This has been another installment of Poop Stories. Peace.